so it's something that you always have to just keep watch of, and you were able to see it right there, just tilt to tilt, immediate.
But no time for obituaries here because we got a huge matchup here. We got frawg versus Goblin. This is going to be a very, very aggressive, high-octane match between Bayonetta Roy here.
Well, Clamhat, I gotta ask you. I mean, we're Smash 4 boys. We know the horror stories that was Bayonetta, but it's been years now. It's been almost 3 years now, if you can believe it. But what happened to Bayonetta within the Smash 4 transition to here, and how is a character like Roy gonna exploit these negatives now that we see in this character in Ultimate?
To answer your first question, just like a lot of across the board, like universal mechanic changes, definitely hurt Bayonetta, but also just the characters just doesn't do the character just doesn't play her game as well as in Smash 4, and like certain mechanics are less beneficial to Bayonetta. And to answer your second question, by the way, how is Roy going to counteract this matchup? Yeah. Like that. Ooh, unless frawg has something to say about that. frawg no slouch themselves. This is not a free win for either player for sure.
No, definitely not. This is absolutely a matchup of Goblin needing to keep Bayonetta on the stage as much as possible. Roy is not a character that can recover as well. Very limited in its recovery, even compared to other swordsmen. So it's something that, especially even just these little tilts off these forward airs and everything, that can just poke off stage and just send you a little farther and farther. Goblin's game is stay on stage, get damage quick, get knocked back as fast as possible. Like,
I mean, I think
don't let Roy leave the stage. Period.
Yeah, that's exactly what I was going to say. Like, I think you can reduce that to just stay on stage. Stay on stage, and you can rely on not only Roy's strong on-stage movement and on-stage and hitboxes and confirms, but also just Goblin's insanely good fundamentals and like one of the strongest mental games of any player in the world here. Like, some of the most brutal callouts we've seen of any, like, and like it's a character that benefits that playstyle, but like you cannot discount the player behind the sticks as well.
No, and this is a character in Roy too that, again, the closer you get, you hit like a truck. So you stay close to Bayonetta as much as possible, and again, stay on stage. Stuff like that reverse bear is gonna do wonders. And then that witch time, gonna do it.
Great equalizer.
0-0.
And similarly to what we were talking about last set, Roy off stage is like a tale as old as time. Like, this character should not make it back if this character's off stage, especially without a jump. But it's all about Goblin's ability to just, play and stay in control and stay on stage, as we've been saying. But frawg starting to take a little bit of initiative here on this final stock with a little bit of a percent lead. You have to watch out for those really dangerous combo starters, the jab, the falling aerials, that sort of thing.
And again, like you said, this is a big match for winners semifinals pools. Like, these are two characters. Goblin, one of like the top players in all of the US, and frawg, who has also just taken
that's a big grab though.
Very
off stage,
very high level players.
And oh my gosh. Okay, but Goblin keeping his jump. Like, there's no reason to use the jump early because you know Bayonetta's coming out after you. Wait until she does her thing, and then start your recovery. And now Goblin finding the grab. What a mash!
Just staying patient. This is what Roy's got to do here. You don't have to commit to anything right there. You could just walk away, see what Bayonetta's going to do, counter it as soon as you are able to. Now,
frawg is playing keep away like a maniac here. You do not want to go anywhere near that close range sword for Roy, and you got to hit all your attacks here.
Yep, wow, the bear.
And like a raw, I mean, it was like maybe it was a call out, but it was still like there was no confirm there. That was a raw bear. With how fast the movement in neutral is in this matchup. When you get to those high percents, it's very like it's more likely that you're gonna get caught DIing the wrong way. Like that. Like yes, that was probably the wrong. Like that was probably that was definitely the wrong DI there, but it was understandably the wrong DI. I think like you're moving. You DI with the same stick that you used to move. So, like, it's easy to get caught, and especially when characters are moving so fast and hitboxes are getting thrown out so fast and they're so strong, it's like, it happens. But...
No, I completely agree. The DI, especially in that situation, I just don't think frawg was expecting it. Like, but right now in this game, too, we talked about it before, you know what you need to do. Don't let Goblin have stage control. Get him off stage as much as possible. Let him fly for a little bit. Let the boy experience some air.
But you know what? Credit to Goblin, because we were saying, like, Roy off stage should not make it back. And in the guts of that game one, frawg had the perfect setup. Frawg had the, like, Roy over 100, got the F throw off stage, went out and tried to take it with that witch twist, and Goblin still made it back. There's horizontal distance on that recovery. If you don't send him down, he can probably make it back with the jump and with the horizontal distance on the up B and with the air dodge as well. And Goblin was able to do that, and that kept him alive, which gave him a chance to win that game one. But frawg continuing on here, opening up a big game, or a big lead, game number 2. What else do you think frawg needs to do here in order to just make it to the finish line?
I said you want to keep him in the air, but you also just want to keep pressure on Goblin as much as possible. You want to see, wow, great ladder to the back air there. Like you want to keep it up so the fact that Goblin just doesn't get to do what he wants to do. Goblin just doesn't get to play the video game at times. We know Bayonetta is this character that can get these multi-hits off. We know Bayonetta is this character that can get a lot of great combos off. And Roy is one of these characters that, just like that, takes one hit, dude.
That was a really interesting interaction, because it almost seemed like Goblin conditioned that side B the whole entire set so far. Game 1 and the beginning of Game 2, Goblin has like started off these side Bs, these double edge dance, and has not finished them because they haven't really been connecting into the hits that he wants. But the one time, whiffs the first one, but keeps it going because he's saying, like, okay, you think I'm going to stop here, but I'm not. You're dead. That was a really smart mental play from Goblin there.
I want to see more of the gunplay come out from frawg too here. I feel like the gunplay can at least stop Goblin in his tracks for a moment and let frawg like just compose himself for a brief moment. Because as I say to keep I say to keep putting pressure onto Goblin, not let Roy do what he wants to do, because it takes very little for Roy to kill like that. But at the same time, the more and more closer you get to Goblin, the more you're risking your own stock. And so it's going back to a matchup that you said before, it's a catch-22 here. You need to keep pressure on him, but you need to keep safe pressure on him. You can't just be throwing out moves like that. Side B is very punishable now if it hits shield, and you need to really be safe with it, which is why I say to go more for this off-stage game. And again, if on stage, space out for a second, use those guns, use those bullets to just compose and reset that neutral.
Yep. And I mean, like, you saw game number, or you saw the second stock taken from Goblin, that falling Nair 1 to up tilt, so quick, zero hesitation. That's just the margin that you're playing with when you're playing against the best Roy in the world. But frawg answering the bell, like in another even more winnable situation, gets that back air, goes off stage again, but this time handing stage control back to Goblin. You cannot take a risk for a jab back air here.
The last thing you want is give stage control to someone like Goblin and someone like Roy.
There's those guns you're talking. Yep.
Especially on ledge, it's going to help a lot, but just a little too distant. Just ran past that grab. This is anyone's game right here.
And percent is so huge for.
Did he get it?
The get up attack, so ballsy, there.
The sour spot of that back air too.
And frawg wants to go nowhere near Goblin right now.
Back air. Oh, back though.
Wow. Composure to find that grab. But also, like, you know, respect to not go for anything off stage, knowing that Bayonetta on stage is as strong as you can possibly get here.
Oh my god. No!
Living! There's no... Wow. That was max rage, and frawg is still hanging on here. But how do you make it back again? Okay, good delay.
Very good delay there coming out. Be patient.
Goblin allows the neutral get up, but he also allows that
Oh.
grab and that's a down throw, right?
throw.
Down throw, yeah. It's weird. Down throw is not a kill throw for anybody except. But frawg says, "I know the down throw is a kill throw. You're over 200. We're going to a game 3."
I was shocked. You saw right there at the combo ended at 120, I believe. The sour spot up tilt to the sour spot up air to a sweet spot up air. And it still didn't kill on platform.
Yeah. I was so sure that was it.
That was incredible DI.
Yeah. Oh, you know what? Making up for game 1 right there. Like absolutely. And you see the things that both of these players have to do to win these games. Like they're making it so like they are asking so much of their opponent, and like, you know, both players are asking so much of each other, and they are answering the call here. This is such a high level set.
Going into this game 3 now, what do you think that Goblin has to correct from last game?
I don't honestly like keep tightening, like trust your execution. Trust your execution, and if you find like go for some of these confirms that like maybe are a little more inconsistent on Wi-Fi. And I know it's Bayonetta. I know she has witch time, but you're the best Roy in the world. Like go and do Roy things.
Mm-hmm. Well, right now we're seeing frawg do Bayonetta things. We're seeing these combos just start rising and rising up.
This is ultimate, right?
This is indeed Smash Ultimate. I thought
they nerfed this
Wii U
character.
area.
Okay, that's a pretty zero-sum trade there. But now Goblin with stage control. You cannot discount Roy's edge guarding. That hitbox is so huge, and like again, trust your execution. Trust your ability to find those 2 frames. Goblin finding that first stock is a huge swing of momentum here. But with a lot of momentum, I mean, now the question becomes like, what can frawg do to like, you know, keep this game even and bring it to a second stock situation?
The best way to get this done right now at a highest percentage with Bayo is especially going to be that back air. Bayo's kill potential died down dramatically from Smash 4 into Smash Ultimate, and her best kill move right now is back air easily. That isn't a Smash attack, but But right now, we're seeing just incredible play coming out from Goblin, just reading every move.
Oh my. And taking another stock. That's huge. Because Bayonetta, like, if you're not getting offstage kills... All right. It's all on the line here, frawg. If Bayonetta's not getting offstage kills, then this definitely favors Roy on stage, because Roy just has that kill power to spare, and Bayonetta absolutely does not. She can't match that.
I was not a fan of that. The side B to side B after the first side B missed and into a shield.
Oh, where are we going?
The best thing you can do right now in frawg's situation is get Roy as close to the blast zone as at little percent as possible. You get him off stage to the side. Use these aerials that you can just 1-2 punch and just hope Goblin tries to use a jump here. Just keep him off stage. Just cheese it a little bit. Like it is your best bet right now, because the longer you play this game with Goblin, the more you're gonna hurt from it.
But look at this adjustment from Goblin, though. Goblin is playing so patient, looking only like sitting in shield. He's using the fact that he has 2 stocks. This is all data right now from Goblin. He's fine to lose that stock because he's like, okay, I think I have the download now, and like you've given me enough information that I have everything I know to get that stock, to get that side B, and to get that win over frawg. Goblin moving on out of pools into the next round of, I think it's top 64. It's either top 64.